School fans. We are coming from Griff's Billiards here in Las Vegas. It's day 3 of the WPA Players Championship, and we are down to the round of 16. It's single elimination. The winner moves on to the quarters later today. The loser is out. Now this match is race to 7, alternate break, and you must win by 2. Now, let's meet the players who've got a really strong matchup for you in this round of 16 match. Firstly, he's a 5-time U.S. Open champion. Would you please welcome from the USA, Shane Van Boening. And his opponent, currently ranked #1 player in Europe from Albania, Eklent Kaci. Gentlemen, let's lag.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is day 3 of the WPA Players Championship, coming to you live from Griff's Billiards here in Las Vegas. We've got a fantastic match ahead of us here. I'm joined in the booth by the legendary box office Carl Boyce. Carl, how are you, buddy?
I'm all good, Benji.
Are you as excited for this match as I am?
I am, to be fair. We've been here many days now, sat through stage 1. I'm happy we're at stage 2, where the real players play.
Stage 2, all these matches, aside from the semifinals and the finals, are races to 7, win by 2. All matches are single elimination 9-ball. We are playing alternate breaks on 9-foot diamond tables wrapped in green Andy 988 cloth. Eklent Kaci versus Shane Van Boening. Kaci wins the lag. Kaci earns the first break. I'm extremely, extremely excited for this match, as is the rest of the building. Kaci to start us off.
Kind of intrigued to see Kaci's racking of the balls. Wing ball didn't go in, but he found a random ball. We all know Shane is very good at the break shot and getting them balls how he wants them. So, what have we got here then? Presume he's hooked on the 1 ball. Unusual for a young player to play as slow as Kaci. Usually, when you're younger, you fly around the table, but he's a very measured kind of player.
Kaci has called for the push out. Folks, we are playing with a 3-foul rule. If a player should foul 3 consecutive times in a row, they will lose that match. Excuse me, that game. We're also playing a 3-point rule on the break shot. 3 balls must either cross the head string or be pocketed, or any combination of the 2.
Reason why he's jacking up here is because he's swerving around the point, and it has to be said, it's a shocking push out there.
Shane wasting no time passing this back.
Not often you see players making such a big mistake on the push out, because you can obviously put the cue ball where you want. You can even pot under the ball, and you've got to be careful you don't scratch here. Often you see this go 2 rails, slide across top of the rail and go in that top left pocket. So he's left some distance, so it's not the end of the world for Kaci. It's a funky little position, isn't it? Because there's no real... I mean, the pot's quite difficult, isn't it? And if he does pot it, cue ball's coming down this left side of the table, so overcuts it for that reason. Maybe he did go for the pot. Only Shane will know.
Look for Kaci to play some sort of safe here. Not easy when you're traveling that far. And the balls are as spread out as they are.
I mean, the cue ball, he can get it over towards the 2. There is a possible bank, but that would be very attacking. So he's tried to get in over 2. And it's a good cue ball. It had to be a good cue ball because of where the 1 ball ended up.
Ended up very nicely there. Shane quickly grabs his jump cue.
This tournament is at Griff Billiards in Las Vegas, and it's a busy club today. So any outside noise you can hear is because everyone's enjoying themselves. This looks very close. Nice view of Shane's expensive diamond watch. Good shot. He's going to need another one though. Whenever cue ball's on the rail, makes the pot a lot more difficult. Missed it by a long way. First real easy-ish kind of opportunity. Falls to Eklent.
Kaci representing Albania. So a shout out to his friends and family watching overseas.
Good potter of the ball. Eklent plays a bit of snooker as well. Back in Albania. I think he's won a lot of kind of national, local snooker tournaments.
Recently saw a video of him playing snooker with a standard full cue. Kaci looking good here so far in rack number 1. A bit of a back and forth exchange early on. Kaci with the first opportunity to strike blood in this match. Kaci looking to draw this ball back right up near that side pocket.
He's
Doesn't
close to
want
the
go
side.
into it.
Wow. Just didn't get into the cue ball enough, did he?
Not quite, just not quite enough. Shane will be grateful for this Easy opportunity to take rack number 1. That was on Kaci's break as well. So big mistake early on from Eklent Kaci. We'll get to see that big SVB break that we all know and love so much. Folks, May 24th through June 1st, right here at Griff's in Las Vegas, we've got 3 U.S. Open events coming to you. U.S. Open Bank Pool Championships, the U.S. Open Straight Pool Championships, followed up by the U.S. Open One Pocket Championships. We've got an all-around for those events as well. If you enter all 3 events and you win the all-around, you win a $3,500 bonus and a spot into the Predator World 10-Ball Championships, $100,000 added to that prize fund. Second place runner-up earns a healthy $1,500 bonus. It's May 24th through June 1st, right here at Griff's. Check out playcsipool.com/events for information or to sign up.
Blue 2 ball will be Shane's intended ball off the break into left corner. As we've seen many, many times, straight in the pocket.
Look at this.
Yeah, whenever you're making that wing ball and your opponent's not, it is a tall order. You need help from the pool gods.
This is a bit of a unique win by 2 format. It is a race to 7, so should either player achieve a 7-5 scoreline, they will win. Now, if we go 6-6 or 7-7 or 8-8 or even 9-9, if we see a 9-9 match, the winner will be determined by a 1-rack decider.
It's a nice shot there just to use the 1 rail because he felt like drawing it back or playing it with follow through, couldn't really get the intended angle, so it was a neat shot.
Shane's looking good, doing what Shane does. It's pure art.
The first rack mistake from Kaci is a huge mistake in a race, well, in any race, but in a shorter race to 7 against, it's fair to say, the best player in pool. You can't afford to be making them kind of mistakes. Certainly when you're in amongst the balls. It's going to be a little bit short of pace. He was trying to play it to left middle. Now I know he's on the 8 ball, but he just wanted to be the right side of it. So now he's going to top this ball through off the cushion with left spin. Lands on kind of the 50-yard line, so he's made it more difficult than it should have been, so you never know. It's an early testing 9 ball for SVB. Passes the test though, 2-0.
Handles it very nicely. Breaks and runs. Kaci will be breaking in rack number 3. Another lovely event coming to you here from beautiful Las Vegas, the Rio Hotel and Casino, July 22nd through the 26th. We have the Predator World 10-Ball Championships. There's $100,000 added to that prize fund. Check out world10ball.com for more information on that. We also have a qualifier event for that as well, April 27th, right here at Griff's. $35 opportunity Pay your $35 and win yourself a spot into the Predator World 10-Ball Championships. That will take place right here at Griff's April 27th. That is coming up quick. Check out playcsipool.com/events for information on that. Kaci to break rack number 3.
Intrigued to see where this wing ball goes. No, it did go in, so that's good news. And is he going to have a 1-9 combo?
Look at this. Wow.
Now this.
Did you notice, Carl, that he changed where he broke from? First time he broke with his hand on the bed of the table, kind of closer toward the center. That time he opted to go all the way to the side rail, producing a much more effective result. And a lovely opportunity at an early 1-9 combination.
Yeah, and after the mistake he's made in the first rack, this is kind of a huge gift to be left with, because many times you can be faced with a horror shot. So it's like a free rack, this. Worrying times for Kaci, though. That is not even close, and that was well makeable. So it has to be said, he's feeling the heat a little bit. That's like one of my efforts, that combo there. Shane, no stranger to pool matches. He knows the importance of when your opponent has made mistakes, keep the pressure on. Perfect cue ball control there.
Shane's like a shark. He smells blood in the water and he will attack. You will get no sympathy from this man. Shane just makes it look so easy. Seems to always be on the right side of the ball. Delivers the cue ball so nicely. The cue, I should say. So Kaci with 2 mistakes so far, both of which have been punished by Shane.
Nice shot there for amateur pool players. Kind of looked like a bit of a showboat type shot, but he knew going off the 3 rails, he was coming in at the correct line towards the 9, so pace was never going to be an issue.
Folks, this event is sponsored by How Tips, H-O-W Tips. Check them out on Facebook. Predator Cues, the official cue of CueSports International. Master Chalk is the official chalk of this event. Diamond Billiard products. We are using the new Cyclop Hyperion pool balls. I'm sure we'll get a good couple of angles of those new pool balls throughout this match. We are using Andy cloth. This is the Andy 988 green billiard cloth. And this event is being produced by CSI and brought to you by the WPA. Shane taking his time to make sure he gives himself a perfect rack here in rack number 4. Shane, another extremely powerful breaker, understands the importance of both the rack and the break. Safe to say he's one of the best, the very best in the world. Blue 2 ball.
As you said, blue 2 ball vanishes, and it's another shot on the 1 ball.
I think we'll see a 3-8 combination after that one, Carl.
Yep, don't see much chance for Kaci in this rack, to be fair.
Shane trying to decide his route of attack, trying to decide if he wants to come between the 5 and 6 or the 6 and 7. I believe the 5 and 6 is what he's opting for. Also gives him a little more room for error, a bigger target area. I can't tell, but it looks as though he's landed on the wrong side of this ball.
Yeah, I think when he was playing the shot on the 3, you see him point to the 9. He was a bit scared if he tries to get on the correct angle of the 4, 9 ball might come into play. So he elected to play short and then come round the 3 rails on the 4. So it was taking all possible mistakes out of the shot.
Shane's looking unstoppable right now.
Yep, Kaci's been ultra punished here for scratching in the first rack, and now he faces a huge task at 4, 0 down, providing Shane knocks these 2 in. You would think he will do. Psychologically, Kaci will be sat there thinking, should have won the first rack, and now it's 4-0.
Should have won the first one. He had an opportunity in the 3rd rack as well, too. Second or 3rd rack on that 1-9 combination. He failed to pocket. So very quickly, Shane takes a 4-0 lead. We are racing to 7. This is a win-by-2 format. This is stage 2. Tomorrow will be our final day. We will be down to our final 4 players today. A couple other U.S. Open events I'd like to talk about real quick. August 8th through the 10th, we've got the U.S. Open 10-ball championships right here at Griff's. August 11th through the 13th, we've got the U.S. Open 8-ball championships right here at Griff's. Both events have $10,000 added to each payout. Check out playcsipool.com/events to sign yourself up. Another fancy watch.
Yep, that's a Hublot right there. 20 G's on the wrist.
I know the spectators can't see it, Carl, but you're looking pretty flashy back here yourself.
Yep, I'm a firm believer in a dude wearing a nice watch.
I like it.
So Eklent here with a dry break. You ain't going to beat SVB breaking dry, that's for sure. Is he trying to chip off the edge of this 1 ball and take cue ball down towards the green 6 and the 8 ball? He is. He's come out and found a gap, but luckily for Shane, he's stuck him behind the blue 2.
See a couple little funny scenarios out there. 5 ball appears to be on the point of the side. If it's not, it should pass. Though I also see a little issue with this 8-9 down here. So we'll be manufacturing a breakout shot at some point on those, I believe.
Good thing for the 5 ball is, though, if it is on the point, which I think you're correct, the 3's near it to play it off the 5. So we'll keep an eye on that one for later in the rack. Kaci's decided the 2-rail kick is not for him. He wants to try and guarantee a hit. I think he's trying to just play off the left side of the one, bounce to one ball back down here and keep the cue ball up the top. Possibly played thin off it like that, not too sure. Now he has broke the 8-9 out a little bit. You see these Cyclops Hyperion balls, the huge number 9 on the 9 ball. I'm just wondering if all the balls should have a big number on like that. So he played the 1 ball off the 5, that landed quite nice for him. So that solved the 5 ball issue. Obviously the 2 ball doesn't. Yeah, look at that number there. Should we have the big number on all the balls, do you think, Ben?
I don't know. I think the option to have that big number could be on offer at some point. With this particular set of Cyclop Hyperion pool balls, I do believe it comes with an extra cue ball, 8 ball, 9 ball, and 10 ball. So it does come with your standard looking 9 ball as well. We've opted to break out the new flashy one for this event.
Maybe go rail first, off one of the balls to pocket, plays it to perfection. I'm just wondering if the 9 ball should be a little bit flashier, you know, like kind of golden colour or something, and all stripy and something like that. Really jazz it up a little bit. So Shane's played 2 good opening shots here. What looked like a messy table now looks like a glorious table. Key shot here is just to make sure you don't underhit this, because he's got to come past the 5 ball, which he does. Plays it 2 rails instead. Nice shot. Some players might have played that with a little bit of right hand spin. Shane felt like he was more comfortable playing it with left, which is totally fine. How do you come back from a 5-0 down deficit against SVB? That ain't going to be easy.
It's going to take some love from the pool gods and some excellent play. This is nearly impossible to overcome, and I say nearly because it certainly could happen. But Shane is in perfect form right now. Kaci's having a rough time with the break, and Shane has repeatedly punished him for it.
Very good run out there, as I said. Played a couple of real nice shots, showing his skills and his vision in taking the first 5 racks. Kaci looks a bit out of sorts, it has to be said, missing an easy combo and scratching on a shot that even you could manage, Ben.
Carl, you're too kind, sir. You've been picking on me all week.
Yeah, I've got to stick one in now and again.
I might just have to call you out and put you on the pool table.
Listen, Kaci was practicing the other day.
Yeah?
In the morning, I went over, grabbed his cue, 6 balls, knocks them all in.
In a row?
Straight in, pal.
Wow. Maybe I don't want anything to do with you. Folks, you can see across the top of your screen some of our sponsors of this event. We will keep touching on them, but thank you, thank you, thank you for all their support. And we hope that you support them as well. Shane Van Boening to break off in rack number 6 with the opportunity to get on the hill. A ball down and a ball across the head string. I think it was legal. Yes, it was. It took me a moment to realize that a ball had come up and back out of the kitchen. There is a 3-point rule on the break shot, as we touched on a little bit earlier. 3 balls must be pocketed and or cross the head string on each break shot in order for it to be legal. Hasn't really been a big factor in this event. We did see yesterday on our feature match 2 illegal breaks in the same match, unfortunately by Naoki Oi. So it hasn't come into play a whole lot, but the rule is there. Shane with an excellent starting shot on the 1 ball. Looks to be, once again, on the proper side of the 2. And Shane, yet again, in complete control. Looking like he's running away with it.
People will be tuning in around the world, having known this match was about to happen, and I'm sure nobody expected this scoreline.
I certainly didn't. So just a stop shot, and Shane is on the hill. Kind of feel bad for Kaci a little bit. He has made a mistake here and there. He's also had lack of success on the break. But Shane absolutely punishing him, playing absolutely perfect. And Shane is on the hill, 6-0, excuse me, 6-0 over Eklent Kaci. We are racing to 7. This is a win by 2 format. At this point, Kaci would need to win 8 straight, excuse me, or possibly hope for a playoff at the end of the match. That is a tall hill to climb at this point.
Nice to see still taking his time on the rack though. Could be forgiven just to throw him up there and whack him.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've all done that many a time.
Both of these players have played 2 of the best sets I've ever seen in my entire life. Van Boening in a match with Earl, 8-ball bar table match years back. Van Boening broke and ran the last 8. Speaking of breaking and running 8, Eklent Kaci did the same thing against Alex Pagulayan in a 10-ball tournament in Arizona on an extremely tight table. Alex lost the lag and didn't shoot a ball. It was very impressive. So both players, extreme firepower. Things not working out this match for Kaci as of yet. We'll see if he can execute a successful break here in rack number 7. Wing ball goes. 1 ball posted up nicely for the upper right.
Table looks very open as well. There's a combo on the 2. 3 balls sitting on the left middle, which will give easy position for the 4 ball. So he might get away with not getting a donut, as we call it.
It's often referred to as a donut here as well in the States, or a skunk.
A skunk.
A skunk, yeah.
Wow.
If somebody gets beat 6-0, 7-0, they got skunked.
Right.
Yep. Well played there. I think Kaci knew that there was a very high percentage of that 2 ball following in. He's landed a little funny here. On the wrong side of the 3. Handles it well. He's got options here. He can run between the 8 and 9. I think he will elect to draw 2 rails, like so.
So you would think Kaci's finally got off the board and avoided the skunk.
That's correct.
All fight backs have to start somewhere.
So Kaci gets a point up on the board. It's Shane's break. Shane's actually talking with Kaci about something. They said 7 games had been played. At this point, if either player wanted to take a break, they are welcome to. And while Shane's racking, we're going to talk about 2 other events we've got coming up July 17th through July 27th, right here at the Rio Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. We have the BCA World Championships, the BCA Pool League, right alongside the USAPL, the USA Pool League, National Championships. So we've got World Championships side by side with National Championships at the Rio Hotel and Casino, July 17th through the 27th. Check out playcsipool.com/events to sign yourself up or to sign your team up or just to gather more information. SVB to break rack number 8. SVB on the hill. Kaci needs them all. It's a great look right there at the new Hyperion pool balls. Uh-oh.
I'm going to say it because I feel I have to. Shane's one of them players where he always seems to have a shot on the whisk ball on break. I know he breaks good, but I mean, look, just sits up nice, doesn't it?
Yes, almost every single time.
Do you know what I mean, though? It's like, very rare does it seem to be funky. Unless it's just one of them games.
He's pocketed 2 on the break, and the remaining 7 appear to be a formality for Shane. A subhuman being.
Yes, you would definitely think this is over now for Kaci.
Folks, running alongside this match, on day 1 we started with 64 players. This is a single elimination event. 32 players obviously lost their first match. We offered a consolation event to those 32 players. This particular feature match, barring a mistake here in the last 2 balls, finished a little bit quicker than the time slot we had allotted for, so we are going to have a second match brought to you guys from the consolation event. And would you believe Junglin Chang versus Alex Kazakis will be coming up next. Shane Van Boening defeats Eklent Kaci by a score of 7-1. I've been joined by Carl Boyce. We're going to turn it over to Ted Lerner for a post-match interview with Shane.
Well, that was breathtaking. That took all of 40 minutes. We were expecting a much bigger showdown than that. Shane Van Boening through to the quarterfinals here at the WPA Players Championship. Obviously, you must be very happy with that performance. What do you attribute the scoreline to?
You know, I got all the roles, so I missed the ball in the first game. He gave it back to me, and then I just got the momentum. So that the game a 9-ball. So.
Is it really as simple as that? Sometimes it like right in the first rack, you make a mistake, then he gives it back, and then the confidence comes from that one mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it put me on the second game, and I broke in the second game, and you know, I just kept on rolling. So.
I know you place a 9-ball. The break is always very important. How is your break shot going so far?
I mean, I'm getting lucky. So I mean, I'm hitting them hard and cue ball going all over the place, and I get straight in on the 1-ball. So it's just that's just one of those moments.
All right. Well, you're through to the quarterfinals, and we'll see that later on today. So congratulations, Shane.
Thank you.